Ghost-like, we glide through existence. Our life seems trivial and we shun to record it. How long?
What's up, guys? John from Viminal here. Normally I script these things, but today I'm going to go a little bit more off the cuff. It's actually the second time I'm recording this because I didn't like the first one so much. So, wanted to give out a quick update for what I've been up to, what Viminal's been up to in 2018, and what is going to happen in the rest of the year. Alright, first of all, the year started off cool. We did have to politely excuse our previous bassist, which you just got to do sometimes if someone's not the right fit, and unfortunately we did not have the right fit there. Luckily, our good friend Andres stepped right in. That dude is the fucking man. He's been a good friend and big supporter of Viminal for a while, and good musician. And he just stepped up and learned the parts, and it was awesome. And then our drummer quit, and he just wanted to focus more on his studio time and being a producer and things like that. And that's cool if that's your priority. That's all good. And he's continued to be a supportive dude, and he's part of our Facebook groups and all that. And so yeah, no bad blood there. And then I wanted to take a step back and kind of reflect on what I was doing and what was working and what was not working. And also, actually, I wanted to change up my day job. So I'll speak first about the first thing. One thing I've noticed, and I'm going to vlog separately about this, is bandmates. Holy shit, it is a pain in the ass to find the right bandmates. And I've talked to a lot of friends who are musicians and who are in bands, and it's like the same thing. Everyone struggles to find the right bandmates. And I think, in short, one of the problems is having bandmates from a standpoint of having like partners, having people who are really invested in the band. It's hard to like synthesize that. It's hard to force it. And when you have a goal of a band, you have a something you're trying to achieve, which is starting a band, making music, blah blah blah. Fucking, you're basically just like trying to force people to be a part of something that's very transactional, or is basically a business, and you're trying to get people to just invest themselves in that for free. And so it's hard to do that in a non-organic fashion. So if you have like friends who you're starting a band with, it's easier versus like finding people on the internet and saying, you're basically saying like, hey, will you be my friend, stranger? You know what I mean? Which is why a lot of bands are really just, like one dude with like hired guns. And then from a marketing perspective, it's a band. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's something that I think you need to be aware of, and something that I've been forced to become more aware of. Separate video about that coming soon. Then the day job thing. I actually want to make another video about this because I have gotten some questions, interestingly, about like how to have a day job and be a musician, and honestly, I'm not far enough into my career enough to deeply comment on a lot of that. But I have had a day job for a long time, and also been a musician, and so I have a lot of thoughts on the time management side of all of it, but also how to get something out of your job that it is resourceful for the music or the band side of things. And one thing I really wanted to try, and this is what I've done, is find a day job that is in metal music, record label, guitar company, things like that. And I've ended up getting some cool opportunities at some record labels. I probably shouldn't actually talk about that in detail, but I can probably talk about the, what I'm learning, but without specifically referencing like the actual labels and things like that. But again, I'm going to make a separate video about that. But that's been something that's been a focus of mine, and it did take some time to meet the right people, make the right connections, and find the right opportunities. But it ended up working out cool, and I've found some good opportunities. So that brings us up to today, and I haven't been that active with Viminal online. Sometimes you just gotta take time and do other things, but also, I feel like I kind of overcomplicated a lot of it. Like at the end of the day, I gotta just make some music and try to put out some cool content. And I work my fucking ass off on the guitar, so I've wanted to share a lot more of that. So I have started teaching guitar lessons, which is great. I've been playing guitar 14 years. I think constantly about the learning process, different practice strategies, and just the process of mastery. That's something that's really interesting to me, so I've wanted to share that. And I've also started posting guitar lessons online, so depending on when I actually post this video, there will be at least 1 or 2 lessons on the channel, which you can check out, guitar-oriented stuff. But I may also talk about singing and screaming and things like songwriting too, which I've talked about songwriting in vlogs before. So there's that. Now for the rest of the year, the main thing I want to do is I have 4 songs written. I have other stuff written too, but I have these 4 songs in particular that I've had in mind to record for an EP. Don't know if I'm going to do a full EP and release it all at once, or if I'm going to do, record it all and do one single at a time, as I've been doing with the prior Viminal songs. But in any event, I'll vlog about that as it comes, and share both the thinking that the approach, and also maybe doing some behind the scenes recording type stuff. So yeah, that's what I have in mind for the rest of the year. One more thing I will mention, and I've made some videos about this too, but it's going really well, so I wanted to mention it again. I have 2 Facebook groups tangential to the band that are really fun. One is the Metal Band Mastermind, and the second is the Metal Guitar Mastermind. One, obviously, is just focused on guitar. The other is basically all things metal music oriented. So there's people in there who are musicians, there are producers, there are promoters, people who just from all different sides of the equation, and everyone contributes. There's people who consistently post, people consistently comment on things. So I'm actually very surprised and pleased. It's been very active and it's been a lot of fun. So I want to continue to contribute to those. For example, in the guitar group, we have a weekly shred challenge where I or somebody comes up with a particular idea, be it a lick or any other kind of challenge, and people post their videos about they do the challenge, and they post a video of themselves playing it. So that's fucking awesome. And yeah, so I do want to spend a lot of time on that. So the main thing for the rest of the year is to be consistent with my content, continue to serve my audience, and make some great music, and then also record that EP, and we'll see what else happens. So, some stuff has happened this year, both with the band and personally. There's also some stuff I haven't mentioned. But challenges and things like that are part of the process. Not much you can do. So, more to come. Thanks for hanging out. If you liked the video and you'd like to give me some feedback, feel free to click like or dislike and leave me a comment. And if you'd like to see more stuff, be it vlogs, music, lessons, or whatever, please hit subscribe. All our social media is in the description below, including the 2 Facebook groups I mentioned. If you like metal music at all, I insist that you become part of the tribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Long before our masquerade will end, and we shall find it was but a solitary performance.